Family offices in jurisdictions like Singapore and Switzerland are well known. But Dubai's DIFC offers a more structured and globally respected alternate worth understanding on its own merits. Maybe you have multiple assets, businesses, or family members to manage. Or you're thinking ahead for succession planning and want to avoid the complications of probate, the court processes, tax risks, and disputes down the line. If that sounds familiar, then a DIFC-based family office might be worth exploring. In this video, we'll break down exactly what a family office is, how it works in the DIFC or the Dubai International Financial Center, and what steps you will need to take if you're considering setting up one. Before we start, my name is Shiraz Wahid and I'm the co-founder at Lepidus World, where we have helped many of our clients and families with trust, foundation, and other asset protection strategies in Dubai. If you would like my help in doing the same, you can apply for a free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link in the description below. A family office at its core is a private advisory firm that manages the affairs of a wealthy individual or a family. That includes investment strategy, legal structures, tax compliance, inheritance planning, and often lifestyle and concierge services as well. In most jurisdictions, including Dubai, you can structure your family office as either a single family office or a multi-family office. The difference is that a single family office serves only one family, while a multi-family office can serve multiple unrelated clients under one umbrella. In the DIFC, family offices fall under a specific regulatory category designed to offer both structure and flexibility. The DIFC has its own independent legal system based on the English common law. That means your family office will operate in a secure, internationally recognized environment that appeals to banks, asset managers, and counterparties across the world. Unlike other offshore jurisdictions, DIFC structures tend to be well received by global institutions that makes things like account opening, cross-border transactions, and third-party contracts much smoother. So what does a typical DIFC family office actually looks like in practice? Most start with a DIFC entity, usually a private company limited by shares or a foundation, and then layer in additional structures like trust or SPVs to handle specific roles. For example, you might hold operating business under one SPV, international property under another SPV, and use the DIFC Foundation to serve as a central control hub. You can also appoint directors, protectors, or board members who oversee different aspects of your affairs. One of the reasons families choose the DIFC is that the setup can be tailored very precisely. You can limit the scope of activities to family-related matters or broaden it to include investment management or philanthropic work. You can also incorporate Islamic principles through Sharia-compliant structuring, which is something DIFC supports via its legal framework and financial ecosystem. Now, let's look at what the process involves. Setting up a family office in the DIFC typically starts with defining your objectives. Are you looking to centralize control over family assets? Are you planning for intergenerational wealth transfer? Or you want to reduce risks or liabilities across jurisdictions? Once that's clear, the next step is choosing the right structure. Many families opt for DIFC Foundation because it offers a perpetual existence, ring-fence asset protection, and no ownership of shares, which avoids dispute over control. After structure selection, you'll go through the application process with DIFC Registrar of Companies. This involves submitting your charter, details about counsel or directors, and a description of activities your office will engage in. You will also need to appoint an authorized service provider or registered agent to handle filings and communications with the authorities. In many cases, the process can be completed in 4 to 6 weeks. The cost of a family office vary depending on complexity. A simple single family office using a foundation structure can be set up for under $30,000. In most cases, includes the DIFC fee, the legal drafting, and basic compliance. More advanced setup involving multiple SPVs, investment licenses, or multi-jurisdictional planning will of course cost you more. But for high net worth individuals or families managing a few $1 million in assets, the cost is proportionate to the control and protection it provides. One important point to understand is that DIFC family offices are not financial institutions. They do not need to be regulated by the Dubai Financial Services Authority, commonly known as DFSA, unless they engage in specific financial activities like asset management or advisory. This means most family offices benefit from a simpler compliance environment while still operating in a highly credible jurisdiction. But that doesn't mean that there are no obligations. You will need to maintain proper records, file annual returns, and comply to the DIFC rules around governance and transparency. You may also have to deal with international reporting requirements such as CRS or FATCA, depending on your tax residency and asset mix. A good advisor will ensure that the structure remains compliant over time and will alert you if regulatory changes could affect your setup. A DIFC family office doesn't need to be a large operation. In fact, many successful ones operate with just a few core members, often a trusted advisor, a legal consultant, and a family representative. What matters more than size is clarity. Being clear about what assets are being managed, who is responsible for what, and how decisions will be made across generations. We often see families combine their family office with a foundation that holds shares in operating businesses. This allows dividends and profits to flow up to the family office level, where they can be reinvested, distributed, or allocated according to the pre agreed family charter. That level of planning can help avoid friction among the beneficiaries and allow the family wealth to last beyond just one generation. If you have ever struggled with fragmented control, unclear succession, or asset exposure across different countries, then setting up a DIFC based family office may be the structured, legal, and globally credible solution that you have been looking for. Unlike traditional offshore solutions, DIFC gives you options to remain fully compliant without sacrificing the flexibility. If you own a business or real estate, don't wait for legal or health crisis to start thinking about protecting your wealth. Many people think asset protection is only for ultra wealthy. But the reality is that some of these solutions cost as much as setting up a free zone company in Dubai. If you want to secure what you have built and ensure your legacy, you can request your free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link in the description below. And if you're serious about building long-term financial security, you should really check out my next video right here.